Okay.
We're back.
Yes, we are back.
Hey, y'all. I got a mouthful. I'm sorry.
Yeah, she's eating Ricola, which is
Ricola.
Switzerland. Yeah.
Anyway, welcome to the Good Negros. We're so glad to be back. Look, I know it's been a while. It's been a long time.
It's been a while.
Shouldn't have left you
without a strong mic to check you.
Whoa.
Get my gold chain. Like I'm on Soul Train. Listen.
Woo.
Yeah.
All right.
Y'all know I don't know the words to shit, but I know the song.
We don't leave those things up to Dre. Anyway, it's been a minute. We got lots to catch up on and lots to tell you about. We'll just call this season 2 of the Good Negros.
Yeah.
We're in a new studio.
Yeah, and that was part of it.
Yeah.
The beautiful EMF Galleries. Let's say it right. The beautiful MF Galleries moved to a really dope new location. Now, we won't tell you where it is because we don't want you to roll up on us unless there's an event where you have to pay money to come here.
I swear you said that last time, too, when we first went to the first occasion.
Well, unless you're invited, unless you're in the club.
You can't be here. Oh, hey, look at the lighting.
They got the new lights. And
got all fancy.
We in the trap, kind of. You know what I'm saying? So we here.
Yeah, so we have a new location, and we have stories to tell because there was actually a vacation as well, and so we can kind of talk about all of it. But we are back and excited to be talking shit again. I ain't seen you since vacation.
Yeah, which was that a month ago?
That was the end of July. Yeah.
So it's a little over a month.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the move was about a 2 to 3 week process in terms of
for the studio.
The studio, yeah. You know, our old studio got gentrified out. I'm sure there's going to be a fucking Patagonia store or something in it.
What is a Patagonia? Is that a plant?
Mm-hmm. You know that fancy brand for like people wear in the mountains when you go hiking?
Do not. I am not.
Actually, Patagonia is like real ass shit. Like you could be like at the North Pole with Patagonia clothing. White people wore it in the 7th grade. I never saw it in my life.
And obviously, because I'm half white, you think I should know what this is?
Well, it speaks to growing up in black schools. In the but Germany.
Black schools, Patagonia in black schools? What?
I'm not sure. I don't think black schools, when I went to black schools, nobody wore Patagonia.
And why would I know this? I'm trying to understand why I'm supposed to know what this is.
I just thought because you're fashionable.
No, I'm not really. I'm very boring.
Yeah. So.
Oh, yeah, okay. You're trying to clean up after yourself. I see what you did there. Yeah.
But anyway, it was about a 3-week process. Then they had to reset up in this new beautiful location. And so that was part of it.
And we went on vacation.
We went on vacation.
Yeah, it was totally unplanned. And we really, we were a little overzealous, I think, in saying we were going to film from our vacation spot. Didn't happen.
Yeah, I brought 2 tripods, but that
didn't whip them out at once.
Mm-mm.
So, don't do it. Stop.
So let's just address it right now. It was not a romantic vacation.
It was not a romantic trip. Nope.
You know, 2 friends can go on vacation together and not be fucking. Like, that can happen. Okay.
I think you're the only man I've ever been on vacation with that I was.
I know. I was the same. And the crazy thing is,
overseas, like internationally, right?
Yeah, yeah. And then once you leave out the country, rules don't even apply anymore.
That's what some people will say.
You totally could have fucked and been like.
What stays in blank, what happens in no,
but no, there was none of that. So if there's women that want to holler at me or anything.
Yeah, I did kind of bring sand to the beach, I felt like.
Stop. You brought safety to the beach.
Hey, well, you couldn't even bring your gun. What you talking about? Okay, so for those of you that don't know.
Hold on. Oh,
For those of you that don't know, I was burnt out. First half of the year was like really, really, it was a lot. I was burnt out. I was like, I need to go away. I was researching, trying to figure out where to go. I was like, oh, I know where I'm going to go. I'm going to check out Belize. Booked a flight to Belize. Wholly intended to be there by myself. And then I brought it up to Dre, and he was like, you know what? I need a vacation too.
That's literally not how it happened.
That is what happened. That's exactly what happened.
No, you said, hey, do you want to go to Belize with me? And I was like, you know what? I could use a vacation. I actually totally need one. Like, you brought it up first.
I did bring it up. Like I said, I was telling you about the trip.
You actually invited me. You didn't just.
No, when you said that, I was like, oh, come on in.
It was something in there. Yeah, I guess so. There's always 3 stories. So
the truth lies somewhere in between there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then I just used the rest of my PPP loan.
Don't do that.
No, I'm joking. My PPP loan's been paid off.
My PPP.
And it was used on payroll and rent.
Yes, very nice.
And
Mine
utilities.
Mine
yeah.
too, yes. And so we ended up in Belize. And I think, Dre, honestly, you were like probably the best travel partner I could ever ask for.
It was pretty smooth.
It was really easy.
Yeah.
It was dope. And what did we spend the most time doing?
We ended up fishing more than anything else. Fishing and water sports. And I will say this, Belize, like, I think a lot of people think of it as like this place where you can go really party and stuff. I didn't see that.
Do they?
Yeah.
I mean, there are people that'll rent out an island because where we stayed at the one resort, they literally had areas where you could just rent it all out and just stay and do foolishness.
Which is where we're going to have the Good Negros Resort Getaway Party next year.
Next year already.
Yeah, only 65 people. So the tickets are going to be $1,000 each.
I think okay, so look.
Okay.
Pause. Yeah. I like speaking it into existence. Now you're talking numbers, pause.
Okay. Well, $1,000. Y'all ain't broke. You know what I'm saying? If you listen to this show and you're on an iPhone, you ain't broke. You know, the Android listeners, start saving up.
I hate you. I hate you so much.
Y'all make a layaway plan. We got a layaway plan.
Which reminds me, okay, this is the perfect segue into, so we were doing a lot of heavy water sports and it was dope. We were snorkeling, with the sharks and with the manatees. I swear a manatee came literally like feet away from me. It was beautiful. It was beautiful. I felt like we had a connection.
I was by you, so it actually was coming to me.
No.
It actually came closer to you. It came closer to you. It's just you don't have the film footage anymore.
I don't. So the tour guide, our special tour guide, he was like, "Oh yeah, they like you."
I got jealous.
Yeah, no, you'll be all right. And so this is part of the problem, right? I had this beautiful footage because Dre made sure that we had all the underwater stuff so we could film
I'm super
underwater.
nerdy, and so I bought like hardcore waterproof cases that were good down to like 45 meters, which we definitely weren't diving down to close to 150 feet below.
We were snorkeling.
The surface,
okay?
yeah.
We were snorkeling. And it was my first time, so it was a whole adjustment for me.
Actually, it was 15 meters, sorry. So it was 45 feet. We weren't going 45 feet down. I just wanted to impress people with my knowledge of mathematics
and conversion.
Yeah,
I was born in look, I can't convert worth a damn. Not in either country. I'm so lost. I feel like I missed the education and like, look.
Yeah.
Google.
Okay, that was from track.
So anyway, we were snorkeling. We were all the water stuff. We saw everything. It was beautiful. The coral reef was amazing. The expensive equipment you got was super malfunctioning for me anyway, right?
Why was it malfunctioning though? Like, what kind of phone did you have?
Don't play with me.
No, I'm just saying that.
Don't play with me. You bought it for an Android because it's an Android.
Mine seemed to work inside of the iPhone and just took pictures.
Oh, your footage was shaky, literally.
Hey, that was underwater with sharks.
Man,
so you have to
look.
You gotta cut me some slack.
No, because I was in the same water. Although I will say my black ass, that blackness kicked in real quick. I was like, Dre, you can have this. I said I did it. I can say I did it, and now I can leave.
I didn't put this on camera, but there's great footage of when we were swimming with sharks. Jinx jumped in for a sec and was with the sharks, and then I cut back, and you're swimming away. Like, yeah.
It didn't take long. All I needed to do was check off the box. Be like, they weren't that big, and they weren't technically like dangerous to humans.
Well, it would have taken a small bite out of you,
like
a little bite like this.
It was so many of them, and I was like, look, my entire blackness is taking over right now. I cannot even rationalize it.
And maybe I'm white because I stayed there with them.
But it's the second time you did it.
And I had to be saved, actually. Yeah, it was the second time I did it. Because the first time I swam with the sharks, I had to swim back to the bus.
To the bus? You're swimming to the bus?
Well, yeah, that's what they called it. It was the bus boat.
Okay. So
we were eating fried fish on the boat.
Yeah.
And it started getting windy.
And the plate was about empty.
And the plate, because Jinx...
on my lap.
First off, the vegetarian was eating a lot of fish.
Man, because if you catch it, you got to eat it. First of all, that's just respectable. That's nature, right? The only thing that really hurt me is the man cooked it with butter and all of that. Like, I can do the occasional fish, and I can live outside of my norm to experience a different culture and way of life. I can do that. Not with meat, but with fish I can.
Which is meat, but okay.
You know what I mean.
I know what you mean.
Right?
You mean like pork.
Pescatarian versus land animals and stuff like that. So, I could do that, but then he cooked it in butter, and I was like, oh, I'm a whole entire. But it was actually wonderful. It was really, really good, but my entire system broke down like
But is that what made you get up?
Recover. I didn't get up. No. So I had a plate, and there was a whole bunch of food on the plate. And as we were eating, and the breeze, we're on the boat, still in the water.
And this is at K. Coker.
I'm glad you remember all the names, because I sure don't. It was an island. It was a little spot of land, and there was some water, and we was in the water on the boat, and the wind was blowing. That's all I got.
With the fish that we actually caught. Like, we caught these fish, and then we cooked them and ate them right there.
Right.
So the wind blew the plate onto you.
Yeah, so I was kind of there in my bathing suit thing, whatever I was wearing, and then I had my little shorts on, and I had the phone in the back pocket. And so my lap then was messy from when the plate fell with all the leftover bones and stuff from the fish was now on my lap. All right. So I'm like, God dang it. And Dre says to me, why don't you just jump in the water? Because, it's right there. Just clean yourself off.
Bam.
Oh, easy.
Genius.
Okay. Brilliant. Until jump in the water. I'm in there maybe 30 seconds, getting all the stuff off, enjoying, it was hot outside, and so the water was a nice cool contrast. It was dope. Get out the water. Now I'm clean, sit down. I want to go take a picture. I'm like, where's my phone? And I was like, oh, in that moment it hit me. Fuck. And I touch my back pocket, and my phone is in there, and I'm just like dripping wet. And I'm like, oh, that's cool though, because Android is fine, perfectly okay, because it's water resistant, okay? Up to, 30 minutes? I think we even Googled it. Up to 30 minutes.
And this is an old, to be honest, you had an old phone. Let's just be real, since full disclosure. Because I think there's like the Samsung 22 now.
It's not the Samsung 22.
I swear to God, there's a Galaxy 22.
What happened was they went from 9 to 10 to 20.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so it's a 9 is not that old.
Okay.
It went from 9 to 10 to 20.
Because I swear there's a 22, but okay.
And I asked them about that. I was like, damn, why does my phone feel so old? It's, I had broken it consistently over the course of several months with dumb shit. And so every time they would replace it, I couldn't upgrade it. Like every time they would replace it, they gave me the same phone over and over again. So I was kind of stuck with it. So that's that. But it was not that old.
Okay.
And it was still water resistant, as they call it.
But it died instantly. And this is the part that was funny but not funny.
Nothing was funny.
Is then I start feeling bad taking pictures because
Did you?
I had the only camera that worked.
No, you wasn't, because you were selfieing like a mug. You were like,
and I would just make sure you weren't in them because I knew you were mad for like about 4 hours after that.
Wait, why wouldn't you include me so you could just kind of, so we could be in the know? Why? What do you mean?
Well, we also stopped taking pictures together after the first day too. Like, you know what? This is misleading to people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I just stole your camera, and then I started taking some pictures with your camera.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was tough, and especially because they are on like 2G in Belize, and so there was nothing that was uploading to anybody's cloud anywhere at any time, because the footage there wasn't a bandwidth.
And so here's the moral to this story, everyone.
No.
Go ahead and get your iPhone, bro. Like,
it wouldn't have been any different.
My iPhone has been in swimming pools all across the state of Georgia. Fine.
So when I went to the guy about the phone, he was like, you're actually better off with an Android when it comes to water protection. But this is the part that they don't tell you. When you lose your phone or break your phone and they send you a replacement phone, it's a refurbished phone, which means it does not have that feature anymore, because likely they opened it, and once you open it to fix it, then it completely kills that functionality. And they never tell you that. And so now, I'm going to tell y'all now, T-Mobile, I'm very upset with y'all, okay, that y'all will give me a janky phone, and I've lost all the manatee footage.
But you know what's so incredible about iPhones? If you break the phone, guess what? They just give you a new one from the back. You know what I'm saying? When you got the iPhone insurance. But you have that now. So,
After I have finally come over to the dark side, since everything else in my house is Apple, right?
Yeah.
The phone was unnecessary. But I finally come over to the dark side, because why? It must be a sign. Because I done broke 3 Androids in a matter of 18 months.
These don't break, y'all. These just, But hey, you know what I'm saying? Everybody, I'm glad you joined.
I've seen them very much so broken.
Glad you joined the crew.
I just got to figure out how to disconnect everything, because everything is too in sync.
Yeah. Hey, that is true. But as long as you're not cheating on your man.
I have a daughter.
Oh, yeah.
She'd like to be in all my stuff.
Got it. Yeah. Okay, I
Different
can see that.
consideration.
Yeah, totally. But no, it was a good trip. I mean, I really enjoyed it. I will go on a trip with you again.
Talking about not cheating on my man, but I'm going on a trip with you.
It's going to be interesting if either of us have men or women in the future, but they just have to accept.
Why you got to tell my business, though?
Jinx. The way you be on your Instagram, they know.
They don't know shit. Don't nobody know shit. Okay.
Okay. Because a man would be like, "Hey, don't be singing in your car."
Yeah, somebody tried that once. Peace out.
You know, I let my horses run. Yeah, I let my horses run. Like, if I had a woman and she was singing in the car, right?
I can see where that could be really
I would just
damaging
be like,
to your ego when a woman is singing in a car.
Hey, dudes are kind of soft. You'd be surprised. I'm not.
Oh, I know.
I would let my horses run. You know what I'm saying? And that's how it is. You got to let your woman do what she do because she coming home to you. You see, and I might even be a pimp because I rhymed. That's the thing about that. Ugh, give me a hat. Somebody have a feather?
You don't.
A hat with a feather, Jinx. I'm not putting a feather into my hair ever. I was the one, and we went to this one island. Jinx found an incredible deal. The hotels went from like $200 a night to $90 a night. This one special deal on this like private island that felt like we were the only people there.
We literally were. They were in between waves.
Yeah, they had crocodiles though on the other side of the island, and that was interesting.
Yeah,
felt kind of dangerous.
Wouldn't doing that.
We didn't swim in the water on the other side. Put it like that.
I mean, your white side might have been interested. I don't know, but I'm cool.
Yeah, something about crocodiles. I actually went and looked for the crocodiles every day though.
I was more interested in the fishing we were doing. So not only did we go out on a boat and book an excursion like the majority of the time that we were out there, it's freaking dope. Once we did not do that and decided just to have a chill day, we just whipped out
hand lined.
our poles.
We actually
I had a pole. You didn't have a pole. You hand lined.
I was fishing like the traditional African fishers from my village in Mozambique.
You're from your village in Mozambique.
That's where my people are from. My DNA test
showed. Oh, wait. That's right. We talked about your DNA.
We talked about my DNA on one of the lost episodes that won't make it.
Yeah, there'll be snippets.
Yeah. But so hand fishing. And I mean, I want to fish now here in Georgia. I just have a feeling it's not going to be the same as ocean fishing.
Yeah, I don't want to do. Yeah, I want the ocean. I want the ocean back. I don't want to be catching no dirty bass and no dirty lake.
Okay, now you realize water in rivers is fresh water.
They still look dirty. Did you see the colors that these fish had that we caught?
I mean, striped bass, trout.
No, but the colors, they were beautifully vibrant and orange and blues, and like even there was a pig. What was the pig fish?
Mm-hmm, and we ate them. We ate their flesh was
and
white.
The cowfish that had like the hard shell
that we threw back. Yeah. To be real, Jinx was catching fish like a motherfucker too. I was actually getting jealous. It was unbelievable, and I was actually jealous because
you had a phone and I had to fish.
But it's not like it's one of those things. Like if we played golf, I'm better at golf, and I should win that. But like we both aren't fishermen. We both aren't anglers.
Angler.
And anglers for the English speakers. And you were really catching fish out there till that day I was catching the bigger fish. So maybe by weight, it's all the same. But
look at man and ego. I love it. Perfect display of man ego.
Yeah. So we got back.
I think they felt my vegan spirit, right? And they were like, "I'm good here." Perfect.
Wow.
I'm good here. And then it was like, psych, I'm on vacation.
Wait, and let me just tell all you fucking parents about one thing about vacations. Do not take your little ass wild kids on trips or go during kiddie hours or give them whiskey on their gum lines or something, because I had the worst little ill-behaved white child behind me that was so loud. Yes. We saw them at the airport and the little kid was just jumping up and down.
Oh my God. On the way to Belize, we saw them and they were awful. I was like, this is cute. A typical white parent that don't know how to discipline their child. How about we get back to the flight to go back home?
Guess who was there?
Damn set of kids.
And she kicked my chair one time, and when she kicked my chair, I did like this. Behind me, looked at her hella mean, and she got quiet. Then the second time I did it, the mom said, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry." And then she turned to her and was like, "Listen, Gretchen." She was like, "I'm going to tell your father." You know what I'm saying? Like, I was scared of my mom. My mom didn't have to, like, say.
It was a look.
Yeah.
It was a look. My mom ain't have it because my mama white, but my daddy had to look.
Yeah.
He's got the look. He's got the look.
So then we got back, and
well,
let me just tell you this.
That's a story for another time.
No, just real quick. Get fucking Global Traveler, y'all. Oh, everybody, all my friends, the engineer, Griff right there, producer, videographer, DP, director of the show, craft services as well, and set design. He was like, Dre, get Global Traveler. It's worth it. I'm like, all right, dude, whatever. I don't travel that enough until I stood in that 3-hour customs line.
And I forgot.
It was like 2 hours.
I forgot.
Yeah, so I've applied for it.
All right, then.
So there it is, y'all. That was part of the other part of the break, which we'll go into the next show. Jinx caught that thing, y'all.
I caught that thing.
She caught
and
that
not the good thing, not the thing we be hoping for, ladies.
Not the one, and not the one that just a couple penicillin tablets get rid of. This was like that thing.
We talking about that. That's why my cough is still a little, my throat is still a little bit, we got, so COVID caught up with me, just to be very clear.
I'm glad you made it clear because you're talking about your throat.
Yeah, because people could be thinking very many things right now.
Okay.
So yeah, we got the big C, and it was very interesting because.
Okay, it wasn't the big C, because the big C.
What, chlamydia?
It's cancer. It's literally, it's cancer. Okay.
Oh,
people with cancer like, bitch, you just got COVID-19? Motherfucker, you slept in your house for a week? That's all you did? God damn it.
The world we live in.
I don't have eyebrows. Yeah. So.
In the world we live in, you are led to believe that it's a death sentence and it's going to be the most awful thing in the world. So right now, according to our current times, the big C is COVID, cancer, no disrespect. Next
episode, y'all, we're going to have a real discussion about it.
Thank you for tuning in.
Good Negroes, man.
Good Negroes. Pew, 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 pew,
wow.
pew.